Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to cut through the noise and bring you the insights that matter in business and tech. And today, we're diving into something almost everyone feels, that constant pressure, doing more with less, faster operations, lower costs, better customer service. And that's like walking a tightrope, right? But there's a powerful solution stepping up. Robotic Process Automation, or RPA. And it's not sci-fi anymore. It's here now. A Deloitte report found, get this, 53% of organizations are already on their RPA journey. And the early results, wow, up to 92% improvement in process efficiency, huge cost reductions.
That's pretty compelling stuff.
It really is. Those numbers, they grab you. And what's really key here is that this isn't just a blip. The market forecast is, well, massive. We're talking maybe nearly $23 billion this year, soaring to over $72 billion by 2032. That's not just growth. It's a fundamental shift. But the big question for anyone listening, for you, isn't if it's growing, but how do you navigate it? How do you pick the right path? Because the stakes, they're incredibly high. Choosing the right RPA platform, that can be the difference between, say, massive success and just frustrating stagnation. We've seen big names like Coca-Cola, Deutsche Bank save millions, really unlock efficiencies they couldn't before, all because they chose the right tools, implemented them well. But flip side of that coin, we've also seen others, big players even, struggle. Their solution didn't scale or it just didn't fit their processes. It really drives home why a clear guide, a solid understanding of these tools isn't just nice to have, it's vital. Avoids costly mistakes down the line.
Absolutely. So many options, so much noise. You need to know what actually makes them different. So today, that's our mission. Unpack RPA tools. What are they? Really, what can they actually do for you? And how do you choose wisely to, push your business forward? Let's dive in. All right, so RPA is everywhere, but there are still some maybe misconceptions. Like, what trips businesses up and how is this different from just, basic scripting? Because robot still makes people think, physical machines, right? But this is software.
That's a great place to start. Yeah, the visual is often the first hurdle. These RPA tools, they're sophisticated software apps. Think of them as digital workers, their main job. Automating those repetitive, rule-based tasks. The stuff humans do clicking around in software all day. They create and manage bots, software robots that interact with systems just like a person would. Mimicking clicks, data entry, processing transactions, even handling basic emails. The payoff is huge. Massive efficiency gains, yeah, but also drastically fewer errors. And maybe the biggest thing, it frees up your people, lets them focus on the complex stuff, the value-add work that needs creativity, judgment. It's about augmenting humans, not replacing them.
Augmenting, not replacing. That's a key distinction.
Yeah.
So these digital assistants are super efficient. What I find fascinating is just how much they can do. Beyond just automating a simple task, what are some key functionalities? What makes them so powerful?
Right. The capabilities are really where the magic happens. It's more than just speed. First, task automation. Sounds basic, but the key is consistency, accuracy, and speed, 24/7. Think about a bank processing loan applications. RPA can take that from days down to minutes. It's not just faster, it's reliable. Humans handle exceptions, not the routine grind.
Okay, reliability, that makes sense. What else?
Second, and this is where it gets really smart, is data extraction and processing. Many advanced tools use things like OCR, optical character recognition, and AI to pull data from, say, scanned documents, PDFs, emails, unstructured stuff.
So reading documents automatically.
Exactly. Imagine extracting invoice details from hundreds of PDFs and popping them straight into your accounting system. No manual typing, fewer errors. It frees up teams from just transcribing data.
Wow, okay, that's powerful.
Third, a really critical one. Integration with multiple systems. RPA tools are brilliant at connecting different software. Your ERP system, your CRM, databases. They talk to each other seamlessly through the bot. Like an RPA tool could grab customer info from the CRM, then update it in the ERP, no human needed. And the real kicker, sometimes they bridge the gap between old legacy systems and modern apps that don't naturally talk to each other. They act like a universal translator.
Huh. Connecting the old and the new. I hadn't thought of that angle.
Yeah, it's a big deal for many companies. And finally, number 4, something that really democratizes this whole thing, the user-friendly interface. A lot of top tools use drag-and-drop interfaces, really intuitive. This means people who aren't hardcore programmers, like, say, business analysts who really understand the process, they can design and deploy automations themselves.
So you don't necessarily need a huge IT team just to build a bot.
Exactly. It puts the power closer to the actual business need, which is huge for adoption.
You mentioned user-friendly interfaces making it easier, but still, with so many tools, all claiming to be easy and efficient, how do you actually start choosing? It feels overwhelming.
It can be, yeah. The market's always shifting, new things pop up. But, based on what we see, what the industry reports show, certain names keep rising to the top. UiPath, automation, anywhere. Blue Prism. They're consistently up there, usually because they have strong features, good support, and yes, those user-friendly interfaces help a lot. And that common question is RPA coding. Mostly, no, not traditional coding anyway. It's more visual. You're kind of showing the robot what to do, configuring steps rather than writing lines and lines of code. For many tasks, at least.
Okay, configuring, not coding. That's a helpful way to put it,
Yeah.
especially for businesses maybe without deep coding expertise. So let's dig into a few of these leaders. What makes them stand out? What are they really good at? Help people listening think about what might fit their situation.
Sounds good. Let's start with UiPath. It's probably best known for that really user-friendly drag-and-drop interface. That's partly why they have such a massive user community, like over 250,000 people. Plus, they've built in some pretty advanced AI capabilities, so really good for things like automating invoice processing, customer service interactions, high-volume data entry, tasks needing speed and consistency.
Okay, UiPath for user-friendliness and AI. What about Blue Prism?
Blue Prism, their focus is very much on the digital workforce concept for larger enterprises. Operating 24/7, they're highly regarded for really robust enterprise-grade security that makes them a strong choice for industries with tough compliance rules like finance or healthcare. They also offer a no-code approach for many standard tasks. So think automating complex back-office processes, regulatory compliance checks, customer onboarding where security and audit trails are paramount.
Security and compliance focus. Got
Yeah.
it. What about Microsoft? They're everywhere.
Right, Microsoft Power Automate. Its biggest advantage is probably that seamless integration with the whole Microsoft ecosystem. If your company runs on SharePoint, Teams, Dynamics 365, Azure, Power Automate fits right in. It has an AI builder feature to bring in AI models easily and lots of templates to get you started quickly. So perfect for automating internal things like email notifications, getting data from forms, handling workflow approvals, all tied into your existing Microsoft setup.
Makes sense. Leverage what you already have. You mentioned Appian earlier, too.
Yeah, Appian is interesting. It's often seen as more of a low-code development platform that includes strong automation, so you can build entire business apps quickly with automation baked in. They also highlight AI-driven recommendations for what to automate, and a big one for some sectors. They offer FedRAMP-compliant cloud deployment that meets strict U.S. government security standards. So think complex case management, compliance tracking, customer service processes that might need a mix of automation and human steps, especially where security is critical or rapid app development is needed.
Low-code platform with automation.
Okay,
And one more, WorkFusion.
WorkFusion. Their angle is often about AI-driven, pre-trained bots. Bots ready to go for specific tasks, which can speed things up considerably. Built on a cloud-scalable architecture, strong security features too, like role-based access control. You often see them used for automating things like regulatory compliance again, customer onboarding, and various finance and accounting tasks where having those pre-built intelligent bots gives you a head start.
Okay, pre-trained bots. It's definitely clear, different tools, different strengths, not one size fits all. So bringing this back to the listener, what does all this mean for your business? Why should you really care about digging deeper into RPA?
Well, the why comes down to some really tangible benefits that hit the bottom line and just make operations smoother. First, you get increased efficiency. And it's not just about speed, though that's part of it. It's about shifting your people away from repetitive tasks, freeing them up to solve problems, innovate, be strategic. It elevates the work they do.
Elevates the work. I like that.
Second, cost savings. This is usually a big driver, and it's real. Less manual work, fewer errors. It directly reduces operational costs. Every mistake avoided saves time and money. Third, improved accuracy and consistency. Bots don't get tired or bored. They do the task the same way, perfectly, every single time. That means more reliable results, higher quality output, no more typos in critical data entry.
Consistency is huge.
And fourth, something that often surprises people, quick return on investment. Usually don't have to wait years to see the benefits, the efficiency gains, the cost savings. They often show up within months of deployment. That makes building the business case much easier.
That rapid ROI definitely makes it appealing. But okay, the benefits are clear. The tools have different strengths. How do you actually choose the right one for you? It still feels like a big decision.
It is a big decision, and it needs careful thought. Beyond just the features list, I'd say focus on these critical factors. First, ease of use. Is it genuinely accessible? Look for those visual, low-code, no-code interfaces. If only your top developers can use it, you're limiting its impact.
Right, democratize it, like you said.
Exactly. Second, scalability. Can it grow with you? As you automate more, add more bots, will it handle the load without slowing down? You need a platform that scales up and maybe even down easily. Third, integration capabilities. How well does it really play with your existing software, your legacy systems, your cloud apps, everything? You don't want to create automation islands.
Good point. Avoid new silos.
Fourth, security features. Non-negotiable. Look for strong encryption, role-based access control, detailed audit logs. You're automating critical processes, handling sensitive data. Security has to be top-notch. And finally, think total cost of ownership. Don't just look at the license fee. Factor in implementation, training, ongoing maintenance. Sometimes a cheaper tool ends up costing more in the long run.
Total cost of ownership. That's such a critical piece of advice. Okay, so you've considered all that, you've chosen a tool, but that's just the start, right? Actually implementing it effectively is key. What are the essential steps people sometimes miss?
Absolutely. A structured rollout is vital. Don't try to boil the ocean. Step 1. Assess and identify opportunities. Find those high-volume, repetitive, rule-based tasks. The ones prone to error. Start there. Quick wins build momentum. Step 2. Build a solid business case. Calculate the potential ROI. Show the numbers. Get your stakeholders, your leadership, bought in. You need their support.
Get that buy-in. Crucial.
Step 3. Select the right RPA tool. Based on all those factors we just talked about, scalability, integration, security, ease of use, TCO, match it to your needs. Step 4. Test thoroughly. Don't skimp on this. Test across different scenarios, different data, handle the exceptions, make sure the bots work reliably before you go live wide.
Test, okay.
And finally, step 5. Continuously improve and optimize. RPA isn't a one-and-done project. Monitor performance. Get feedback from the people whose jobs are affected. Refine the bots. Look for new opportunities. It's an ongoing journey.
That makes perfect sense. It's iterative. Okay, sometimes seeing this in action helps bring it home. We've got some real-world examples here.
Not that far.
From a company really involved in this space.
Yes, and this is where, theory meets practice. At Kanerika, we work directly with clients on these challenges every day, turning those RPA principles into concrete results. It's fascinating to see how tailored automation can transform a business. Let me share a couple of examples of how we've helped clients get significant wins.
Yeah, let's hear them.
Okay, first, revolutionizing fraud detection in insurance. We worked with a major insurance provider, healthcare, travel, accident coverage. Their challenge, they needed to automate claim processing, but also get smarter about fraud. Spotting patterns humans might miss, reducing losses, speeding things up fairly. So our solution involved implementing AI-powered RPA. We use predictive analytics, AI, natural language processing, even image recognition to analyze behavior and claims data at scale. The outcome, a really significant drop in fraud losses, much faster claim processing, which boosted customer satisfaction, and overall cost savings. We help them move from just reacting to fraud to actively preventing it.
Wow, proactive fraud prevention using AI and RPA. That's impressive. What's the second example?
The second one is about transforming recruitment with process automation in HR. We had a client, a well-respected service provider, whose HR team was just swamped. Manual candidate screening was causing massive delays, inefficiencies, just a bottleneck.
I can imagine. Resume overload.
Exactly. So our solution was end-to-end process automation using UiPath. We deployed an HR bot that could automatically pull resumes from different job portals, filter them based on criteria, and consolidate the relevant ones for the hiring managers. The result? Candidate screening became much faster, efficiency shot up, they could manage candidates better, and ultimately, the quality of hires improved because the right people were getting seen faster. It let the HR team focus on interviews and engagement, not sifting through stacks of paper, well, digital paper.
Freeing up HR for the human element. That's a great outcome.
Yeah, these examples really show how we at Kanerika aim to provide that solid foundation for digital transformation. It's about using intelligent automation smartly, tailoring it so businesses can genuinely get ahead of the competition.
What a fantastic deep dive. We've really covered a lot of ground today, from, what RPA even is to its capabilities, looking at specific tools, and importantly, how to implement it strategically. It's definitely more than just a buzzword.
Absolutely. And just to quickly recap those key takeaways for you listening. Remember, the RPA market is exploding, projected to triple by 2032. Early adopters are seeing huge efficiency gains, up to 92%. But success depends on choosing wisely. You've got to evaluate scalability, integration, security, total cost of ownership. Different tools excel in different areas, like UiPath for ease of use, Prism for security. Match the tool to your specific needs. The benefits are clear. Cost savings, better accuracy, improved compliance, and often that quick ROI we talked about. And finally, implementation needs structure. Start small, build the case, test rigorously, and keep optimizing. It's a process.
It's undeniably clear RPA isn't just a fleeting trend. It feels like a fundamental shift in how businesses are going to operate, really how they work smarter.
And maybe, just to leave you with a final thought, connecting this to the bigger picture. What if the real power of RPA isn't just about doing things faster or cheaper? What if it's about fundamentally redefining what human work can actually be? By handing off those repetitive rule-based tasks to bots, maybe it truly liberates us, frees up human potential to focus on the stuff bots can't do. Innovation, creativity, complex problem-solving, strategy. So the question for you is, what tasks are you still doing today that a bot could potentially take over tomorrow? And if that happened, what incredible new possibilities, what untapped potential would that unlock for you and your team?